aria.
Hey, so my name is Chauncey, and I am going to be vlogging my entire VSG weight loss surgery. For anyone who doesn't know, VSG is commonly referred to as the gastric sleeve. It is where they essentially remove 75 to 80% of your stomach. It's a tool that you use for weight loss so that you are physically unable to overeat without causing yourself some serious harm, making yourself sick. People have even passed away from overeating. So I'm going to be using that tool to get down to a healthy weight. Why I am getting VSG is because I had severe sleep apnea. I didn't take it really seriously in the beginning, but it started causing me all types of problems. I can speak a whole nother video about the effects of sleep apnea because yes, it does have medical downfalls. It is a physical problem, but I don't think I hear a lot of people talking about the social ramifications that come along with having sleep apnea. My sleep apnea is considered severe obstructive, and my PCP told me that we're to a point where I'm at 42 occurrences a night, which means I literally stop breathing 42 times per hour every night. And they're starting to worry about my oxygen saturation and the strain that it's putting on my heart while I stop breathing, so it can cause an aneurysm. So that's an issue. When I went through the pre-qualifications to get VSG, because I am going through my insurance, if you can get it for the free, why not get it for the free? So I'm going to go through my insurance, and I had to do some testing, and during my blood work and testing, we also found out that not only do I have the obstructive sleep apnea that I was initially referred for, but I'm also pre-diabetic. I have a vitamin D deficiency, so there's more health problems than I even knew that I had. So this just made it just more pertinent for me to want the surgery and to go through with the surgery. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to address the easy way out or you could just go to the gym. Honey, if I would, I could, but that's not what I'm going to do. And we're going to leave it at that. So anyway, if you're interested in following my journey, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you're on TikTok, go ahead and give me a follow on TikTok. I am going to do videos simultaneously for both. I'll do a shorter version for TikTok, and I'm of course going to do the extended version for YouTube. So this first video, let's talk about qualifying for the surgery. So my qualification process was actually really easy. I saw some people whose were as easy as mine. Some people went through harder problems, but I didn't. Because my obstructive sleep apnea was so bad at a PCP visit, she's the one that actually referred me to get the gastric sleeve. So, I didn't really have any problems at all getting qualified. I knew about the surgery. Of course, we all hear about it. I have family members that did it, friends that did it, but I didn't look into it too much. But once I was referred, I did. But my process went extremely fast. So I got referred by my PCP. I have a cousin who had the surgery, so she recommended a surgeon, and it happened to be at a hospital that's literally maybe 5 minutes away from my house, so it was very convenient. I went and I met with the medical staff. I met with the doctor. I didn't even do one of those like info sessions that they do and you're supposed to do. I didn't do that. I just went and had a consultation. The consultation was fine. I was okay with everything. I'm a researcher. I research a lot, so I was kind of knowledgeable about everything that was going on. They were actually impressed with the level of knowledge that I had about it because I had researched it so diligently. So my weight at the time was 262. I am 5'6.5". That put my BMI about 41 and some change. So that qualified me with my insurance right away because with a medical problem, as well as the BMI of over 40 or 40 or over, it automatically qualified me. So coupled that with a referral from a PCP, because of my severe obstructive sleep apnea, I didn't have any problems. So when I went to my initial consultation, I was told that because of the type of insurance that I had, that no matter what, I was going to have to wait 6 months for surgery. That didn't make sense to me at all. I know that there's rules, and who am I to, not follow the rules, but it just didn't make sense to me. It didn't. So if I'm being referred because I have severe obstructive sleep apnea, and I forgot to say that I have an intolerance to the CPAP, I can't do the CPAP. It makes me feel claustrophobic. Something about it gives me anxiety, and everything about my CPAP use. If you ever had a CPAP, you will know that it tracks your usage. This machine delivers information to the medical professionals and let them know how long you're using it. Just everything that's going on with you in your sleep while you're using it. And throughout the board, I have an intolerance. I was not able to sleep more than 3 hours a night. No matter what, I can only sleep 3 hours a night with that CPAP on. It would just bother me so much. I've tried the different masks. I've tried different hoses or whatever else comes along with it. I tried it all. It did not work for me. And the CPAP results showed all of that. So along with the sleep apnea, and then once I got my blood work and everything, and it showed that I'm also pre-diabetic, and I have, vitamin deficiencies and things of that nature, plus my BMI, it didn't make sense to make me wait 6 months. 6 months for what? If you already know that I need it for health reasons, why hold off? So what? So I can have this aneurysm and die in my sleep because you're waiting for 6 months because of an insurance issue? It didn't make sense to me. So I immediately started contacting my insurance company, who told me from the rip, no, we do not make you wait 6 months. In our policy, it states that a physician can require you to wait up to 6 months for a medically supervised diet. So if your physician is requesting that you wait 6 months because for whatever reason, sidebar, I found out if you've ever been diagnosed with binge eating disorder or any type of eating disorder, that they will make you wait longer to make sure that you are ready for this lifestyle change, to make sure that you will be successful. Back to it. That made sense to me, but that wasn't my situation. So my insurance company assured me, no, it is not on us. It is up to your physician. Now, I did have a physician's assistant who handled most of my appointments, and she was just hell bent on telling me, no, no, no. The insurance is going to say no, even after I told her numerous times, okay, but I spoke to the insurance company. What they're telling me is not what you're telling me. And so what she's saying is, oh, they'll tell you that, but when it comes time for the clearance, or it's time for them to do the approval, that's when they'll say that. She said, I've only seen it happen one time where they didn't make you wait 6 months, and that's because this patient was literally going blind. And I said, I understand, and I emphasize with that, but that's not me. That's not my situation. And if you're telling me that it's not up to you, then all I'm asking you to do is submit my information early for approval. All you have to do is submit it. And she was going back and forth with me, y'all. I have receipts for everything. I'm a receipt type of girl. So I may include the messages from my chart where she's just we're going back and forth, and I'm telling her, I'm not trying to be condescending, or I'm not trying to say that what you're saying doesn't have merit, but I'm just saying that it's different from patient to patient. And if this didn't happen yesterday, things change. Anything could have happened that made this insurance company change their policy, or they're going to go on a patient by patient basis, whatever. I don't understand why this lady kept going back and forth with me. So she said the insurance is going to make me wait 6 months. Insurance is saying no, they're not. So bottom line, you have to do 3 required bariatric established patient visits. You have to do 3 and they have to be month to month, consecutive months. So I started this process in December. My first visit was in December, second was in January, third was in February. You also have to have an approval from a psychiatrist. You have to have a whole psychiatric evaluation, determine your mental state to make sure that you are mentally ready for this journey, because it is, again, life-changing. So you have to get a clearance from a psychologist or a psychiatrist, one of the two. I think it's a psychologist. And you have to meet with a dietitian on all of these 3 visits. So the minimum is 1 visit with a psychiatric professional, 3 established bariatric patient visits, and 3 visits with a dietitian. So I did all that. So once all of that happened, that brought us to February last month. This is March of 2023 right now. So February 2023, I was finished with all of my required visits. So at that point, the doctor's office, this lady, this PA, when I went to my last visit, tried to blow off the fact completely that I told her I wanted all of my information submitted early. She tried to blow it off like I wasn't going to bring it up. So what I did first was, once all my established patient visits were completed and logged in my chart, I contacted my insurance company. They said it's a go. That was it. They said it's a go. So I contacted this PA again, like, hey, I know you didn't bring it up at our last visit, but as we discussed prior to that visit, I would like to have my approval submitted early. And for some reason, she was reluctant, but she's like, okay, I haven't seen it happen, but let's do it. She put it in on a Thursday. On Monday, I had an approval. Not only from, but by the time she contacted me, my insurance company already had the letter in the mail. So she contacted me, and previously to this situation, all of our messages were email style. It's in my chart, so they're one-on-one correspondence, but we were speaking professionally. So it would start off with a greeting. I'm a greeting type of girl, period. I don't care what I'm doing, what's going on. Don't just text me some random stuff. Don't email me something. Don't inbox me. Say, hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? Are you busy? Start with a greeting. That's a pet peeve of mine. But she always started with a greeting. When I got that approval from my insurance, there was no greeting, no nothing. Her next correspondence was, so, with a bunch of O's, so, to my surprise, you actually were approved to receive your surgery early. I know, sis. I bet I was. Yes, kind of hard to say. Yeah, you have numerous medical problems related to your health. You've expressed the need for help and reached out for help, and your life is literally on the line. You have tried other alternatives before you came to this, but we're going to make you wait 6 months and hope that you don't have an aneurysm in the meantime. Yeah, that didn't make sense to me. So I was not surprised when I was approved early. But apparently she was. And she didn't even have a greeting for your girl. It was just so, okay, Miss Mama, just book the surgery. So she told me what days were available. I chose my day, which is going to be March 20th. So today is March 7th. March 20th is going to be my actual surgery date. So from the time that I got referred, which was the end of November, until now, which is March, which I already have an approval and surgery scheduled, I had about a 90-day process. I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if it's not normal. I have been watching videos up the wazoo, and people went through different things, but my approval was really quick. The only thing I will say that I noticed that other girls did or other people did was they shopped around and had multiple consultations. And one of the main reasons was you want to make sure that the staff that you're going to be working with is someone that you're going to feel comfortable with. You're going to feel safe with your care being in their hands. You're being handled the right way. You're being cared for. You're being talked to, spoken to the right way. And that does matter because these people are going to be a part of your life for some months or maybe for a year or more. So I wish I would have done that because Julie, I don't really want to deal with Julie. I don't really want to deal with Julie for too long. So I wish I would have shopped around for that purpose. And there is another person in the office. Her name is Kiki. And she didn't do anything wrong, but I'm not one of those girls who wants to know the personal lives of my medical staff. I just don't. I feel like I'm there for me. For me. If I'm there for me, for my health. This is for health reasons. You are a medical professional. You are here for my care. Kiki's an oversharer, and I'm a Taurus, and I know people like, oh, you're grown. I hate when grown people let their sign, their astrological sign determine who they are. I don't care. I don't care. Taurus the bull hair, and I don't do well with the whole nicey nice thing. I'm terrible with like consoling people, or I'm terrible with, I don't know. Sometimes I'm very blunt. That's what it is. Most times, 99.9% of the times, I'm very blunt, and it's hard for me to fake stuff. And when she's telling me about like the deaths of her, she lost both of her parents, then she lost her aunt or her uncle to COVID, and her daughter's baby's dad died from a carbon monoxide poisoning incident, and told me that whole story. On a different visit, she told me about a guy she met through Facebook that she's dating, and about her diabetes and his diabetes, and that's how they link together and have so much in common. And she's one of those people who I literally just, you naturally say, hi, how you doing? And then you regret it. And then you regret it. So I did regret asking her, oh, how you doing? Because, oh, not so good. I started classes and I go to school and they're requiring us to have the vaccine and all the boosters. And I know, and listen, I'm just like, honey, I meant, is you good to finish doing my weight and my vitals and getting me set up with the doctor? That's what I meant. I know so much about Kiki. It's crazy. It's crazy how much I know about Kiki. I know about her mother's birthday is the day after mine, and they're going to go make candles for her mother. Her mother's favorite color is green, and her mother's favorite color is purple. And her secondary favorite color is green. And I know some of y'all gonna be like, oh, you're a real bitch. And maybe I am. But what I don't want to know is about your whole life. I am in here trying to get information about a life-changing procedure that I need, that I'm anxious and excited to get, because again, I think I'm going to do a whole different video on the ramifications of sleep apnea, because it's a lot. And this is something that I want taken care of. I didn't even know I was pre-diabetic until I got the blood work done to qualify for the surgery. So this is all new. I have a lot going on. I do not need to know about Kiki family. Okay? And I don't need Julie fighting me on me, just wanting you to submit my information sooner so I can get a yes or a no. It's either going to be a yes or a no, and that's fine. But can you at least do it? I just need you to do it. So I do wish I would have shopped around because of the staff aspect, because these are people that I need to trust. These are people I need to interact with. And I do wish I went about that differently. So I would seriously suggest that if you're going to do this, do a consultation, go to several different doctors if you have that luxury, and do it that way. I did jump into it too quickly, and I jumped in because I know of someone personally who this particular hospital took really good care of. My cousin looks really good. She looked amazing, and I love it. So I do wish I would have shopped around though, because there's so much stuff that I just don't need. I don't need it. I don't need it. So there's that. So my qualifying was very quick, very easy. I did my 3 required visits and was approved immediately, but I don't feel like that's like a victory. I feel like that's about right. This is for medical reasons. You have to have medical issues to even qualify. If they're going to pay all this money, if an insurance company is agreeing to pay for an elective surgery, trust and believe it's because if they don't, the long-term effects is going to cost them more money. It's going to cost them more money if I turn diabetic and now I need insulin and medications, and I need more doctor visits and so on and so forth. If my sleep apnea gets worse, if I develop a heart issue, if any of that comes up, then it's going to cost more for the insurance company. So trust and believe, if an insurance company is paying for an elective surgery, it is very much needed. I feel like it's very much needed. I want it. That's why I'm getting it. I didn't have very many problems. I did have also a irregular EKG, which I went to my PCP. He scheduled an echo. I think it's called an echocardiogram, where they do basically an ultrasound of your heart. I got that done on the 6th. I got that done yesterday. I got the results back the same day, and he cleared me right after that. Everything was fine. So I did not have a long process. I didn't even consider a gastric sleeve, okay? When they talk about body dysmorphia in all of my research, I'm seeing that there's body dysmorphia and things of that nature. Mine was in reverse. I didn't feel like, I didn't like myself in the skin that I was in, or I didn't like my body. I was the opposite. I know I'm a big girl, but I'm fine being a big girl. You know what I'm saying? I am. So I didn't know that I was as big as I was, y'all. I'm the person who, I'm very confident, and then somebody else takes a picture of me, and I'm like, who's that? Am I that big? Like, y'all, am I that big? Like, I didn't know, okay? So VSG isn't something that I ever considered or thought that I needed. When it was referred to me, and I looked into all of the benefits, I looked into the pros, the cons, and everything associated with it, I was surprised that I qualified so much. I was surprised that my BMI was so much. I'm 5'6.5". Again, I was 262. I teeter between 257 and 262. And I was just surprised, because you can't tell me. You can't tell me I was a super big bitch. I know I'm a big one, but I ain't know I was a super big mama, but it's okay. But for me, the main thing is my sleep apnea. Oh God, guys, sleep apnea has cost me not one, but 2 relationships. It gives me a lot of anxiety. There's a lot that goes along with sleep apnea. So that's my main reason for wanting this surgery. I want to be all around healthy, of course, but my main reason is getting rid of this severe sleep apnea, y'all, because it is a problem. Okay, it's a problem. So my qualification process was easy. It was quick. And now we're moving on to all of my pre-op. I already had my first pre-op appointment. But in order for me to get some good content for you guys, I guess I should break these videos up a little bit. So I will do another video about my pre-op appointment. But that's going to just talk about the vitamins and my liquid diet requirements, because starting on the 13th of this month, but there's in about 6 days, I'll have to start my liquid diet, and I am going to vlog all of that. So this is my introductory visit into, video, into YouTube and about my VSG surgery. So show your girl some love. Show me some support. Y'all support me. I'm going to support y'all. I'm going to give y'all the raw, the real, the ugly, the good, the bad of this whole surgery. I'm going to upload before and after pics, and you guys can literally just come along on the whole journey with me in real time in this year, 2023, how everything is going along. So if you want to see that content, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe. I have to say that subscribing is necessary, and I thought everyone knew about it, but until my mom told me that she would get frustrated when people constantly said like, share, subscribe, she didn't know that that's how you can get monetized, that that's how your channel grows, that helps you in the algorithm. So until I broke all of that down to my mom, that's when she started subscribing to channels that she actually liked and watched on a daily basis, because she honestly didn't know that helps, that gets those videos to her. So once I broke it down, so I think I should maybe break it down, it helps. In order for us to take time out of our lives, we all have to work, and we all are going through this surgery. Some of us are raising kids, or whatever we're going through in our life. For us to take the time out to stop and do these videos, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel or hit the like button, so that we can try to get monetized, so that we can be paid for our time, and it doesn't cost you a dime. Doesn't cost you a penny. We skip through the ads that they put in the videos anyway, but we still get paid off of that ad revenue. So subscribing, if you're using this to do your journey, if you're using this to do research for your journey, then why not just subscribe or like it, so that the person helping you can help the person that's helping you for free. So I just wanted to throw that in there. So please comment up. I don't care if it's a hating comment, if you want to talk about my weave or my makeup or the fact that I'm a little bit ghetto sometime or whatever. All engagement counts. In this case, there is no bad press. I don't care if you dislike the video. I don't care if you in the comments hating. Say what you want to, but go ahead and get Big Mama in the algorithm. Because Big Mama going to Little Mama, I want to be maybe a medium mama, somewhere in there. But any engagement helps. So hopefully you guys are going to want to stay with me. Again, my name is Chauncey, and I am going to put I believe my TikTok is in my intro, and you guys can follow me there for the shorter the shorter videos. That's where I'm just going to maybe post before and after pics, just real quick, post what I eat in the day and things like that. So thanks for staying with me this long, and I hope to see you guys in the future. Bye.
I just wanna rock.